Richard Allen. Like, hey, we have enough to search, find the gun, case solved.
You don't even need a rookie cop. You had Kathy Shank who pulled it out of that.
Yeah. So how do you explain all of that weirdness surrounded by the Keegan-Kline? But what specifically for you is it with the third party Nexus? Like, what is it that kind of stands out for you? Does that relate to Patrick Westfall or to the other guy?
It doesn't relate to any of the trifecta, I call it. It doesn't relate to the Ron Logan. It doesn't relate to the
Just the evidence?
It doesn't relate to the Odinist stuff. What it relates to is, and Nexus is, it's complicated and it goes state by state. My belief, and it's only my belief, is that reasonable doubt and third party are the two arguments you have in a proper defense. And typically, and I'm not a lawyer, but I've certainly spoken to many, and the idea that you have the right to present third party. And third party, according to like out of state attorneys, have said like that gets allowed sort of de facto in the context that it's considered the fundamental right of a defendant. And Nexus, I think a lot of people are like, well, they didn't put Ron Logan. Well, they kind of did put Ron Logan. They didn't put Keegan-Kline. They didn't put any of the Odinists on the crime scene. So there is no Nexus. And Judge Gall ruled that very, clearly. Mm-hmm. That was her position. But, conversely, there's a lot of opinion with very, lauded and capable defense attorneys saying that Nexus doesn't mean that you can put somebody on the crime scene. What it means is there enough evidence, i.e. confessions, and we have plenty of those.
Why probable cause?
Well, I mean, why is that not enough to say it's worth looking at? You don't have it once. You don't have it twice. You have it 3 times.
So I think if it's not enough for a search warrant, then it's not a Nexus. Like, for instance, Richard Allen, they wouldn't have been...
They searched Ron Logan's property, right? And they certainly did do interviews with Patrick Westfall and with Elvis Fields, etc. So they were investigating it on their own. They had a confession by Elvis Fields. So
no confession from Elvis Fields. Just
I stood on the guy with that baby, and I was at the bridge that day.
Yeah, his sister said she confessed and she passed a polygraph, and I believe her.
Well, but also he doesn't have the Muncie. He lied about the Muncie thing. He lied about the Muncie, his phone, why his phone was off that day. I mean,